But and the change it start when it will start. We as human beings, we will be born, okay, without like selecting or choosing our names or our own gender or even our own family or our tribe or the color of our own skin. So all those things we will find them in addition to the way that we will be taught and we will be raised by our own parents, the things that we will find in the society, if it is at the school or the neighbors or the community we live in addition to what we find across media, mass media. So all those things, it will happen without even we having or using our own free will. You see? So until certain time of our own age, you see, maybe over 10, 15, 20 years, 25 years, and even for some people, this kind of change, it will start very early. And those people are really very lucky because definitely they will try to make filtration. They will try to think about all those things they found it ready and then try to come up with certain ideas through this filtration and analyzation for whatever they found it ready in their life. And then that is what is called awareness, because you will be aware in order to choose your own path without someone indicating you should go right or left. And that is your free will. It will start there, that you will know as a human being, I'm really have a will that I'm going to select my own path. This is my way in life through those informations and also the knowledge that you will acquire time by time, age by age. And in order to reach this level of change of awareness, to reflect and contemplate on the things that you will find already, at least you need certain things that it will help you. You see? And one of them is that you need to read. Reading. And I don't mean reading only here that you will go for learning at the schools. Yeah, okay, at the schools you will learn. But at last, at the school, there will be subjects. And these subjects you will study, they are not about life and how are you going to survive. How are you going to handle life? No, it's not about that at all. It is about having certain knowledge in certain subjects, geography, history, or even physics, or psychology, mathematics, whatever. You will just learn there those subjects. Those subjects you will learn them, they will just give you that those are informations, okay? But these informations you need to process them. And processing these informations is when you start reading certain books and certain things that it will help you in order to grow. You see, that is the development, part of development for you being a human being. So reading and at the same time having a mentor. And this is rarely happening, only in certain countries, that you will find somebody who will help you in order to guide you to the right path and help you in order to grow and find your true self. And some people, they will select themselves to be your own mentor, while other people you have to find them. You see? And now we are in an open platform of social media. where you find so many leaders. You will be here somewhere in a place where you are exactly right now, but you can follow someone else thousand million miles away from you only through this open platform of social media. You can follow so many people so that they can guide you to find your true self. It's not exactly that you are going to to follow other people in order to imitate them, to be another copy. No, as that quote saying, you will never live your life if you are copying someone else's life. And as that proverb and the wisdom which says, everybody is unique. Everybody is unique. No one is like you. You are only one. There are none like you. Yes, people are alike as a human beings, but the way they think, the way they perceive, the way they understand things is really different. It's really very different. You see? So that is why, yes, you can find someone that who is really like you. Okay? But he will not like whatever you like. You see? So that is why, sorry, sorry. So that is why we're supposed to be well aware, finding those informations and the things that we share with other people, and then to find what is good for us so that we can evolve, so that we can develop and find our own true self. In addition to that, also in the community, your own society, those around you, you can pick up some people in order to friend them, to make them your friends, because you will grow when you find some people whom are really very ambitious, those whom are really very mindful, those whom are wise, those whom are really very good human beings and living a very meaningful life. So finding such a people, when you find such a people, definitely they are going to help you grow. And they will help you in order to reach your own destination. To reach your own destination. You see? So change is just, it needs you to reflect first in whatever you find it ready in front of you, and you had no any idea about where you will be, but you found yourself there, within this family, within this group, within this sect, within this religion, within this society, within this country. You see? So you will find yourself within that community and that situation. But you need to reflect and question yourself and try to build yourself out of there by acknowledging and having more knowledge. In addition to having friends also, which will help you in order to grow. And there are so many people whom they did that. You see, as people say that we are living and we find ourselves in what is called the social cape and the social the culture cave and the social indoctrination, that we need to think out of the box. We need to think differently so that we could have a vision. And when you have a vision, then you will be named and you will be labeled as a visionary person. Same as like one of those visionary people is Nelson Mandela. And also like Martin Luther King and so many people around the world that they are really very unique. They had different dimension to whole life. And this change also we are looking for, it could start, how it could start. It will start by like you trying to make a new things. Trying to make a new things in life. When you go out of your own routine, when you just have a different thinking, when you have a different approach to life and to things. And this is really very simple. Day to day, in our daily life, there are certain situations and circumstances which we are really very free in order to choose how are we going to act and go in this path here or there, right or left. And that is why they're saying people, they could act the way they are. And you yourself, you react the way you are. And here, I do remember a nice saying of Gandhi. He said, an offense will not be responded by another offense. Not tit for tat. No, not tit for tat. Because if you try it in order just to be overreactive and reacting based on the actions you find from other people, definitely such a thing, it will make you different copies of people. Like for me, I cannot respond to an angry man and shout back, because if I did that, that means what he or she has, I also adopted to myself. That is why, like every day, every single day, really, we have a chance in order to make a difference through only those different or simple circumstances, simple incidents that happening on our daily life. We really have a chance in order to make a difference. Like thinking twice. You see, thinking twice before like acting or reacting. You see, so that is why we supposed to think. Really, we need to think twice before we act so that we can make difference. And sometimes also we have to think that not whatever people they will do as a group of people as something common, that means something is right. No. As they're saying, wrong is wrong if everybody accepting it, and right is right even if nobody's accepting it. That is why we have to think before we act so that we can make a difference and have the real change we want in life. So change is possible. Change is possible. And whenever there is change, people there will see life is really very flourishing. And life will be natural, more natural. People they always say like a water, if a water it was in one place, okay, a frozen water, definitely this water it will not be fresh. But see that water inside the sea, while it is running, you see, it's like a renewable life. It is recycled and it is fresh always. So change, if you don't find change and if you didn't change, definitely you will get bored of your own life. Let me check some comment if some people here are commenting. Let us go through. Happy Ramadan to all of you. Hi. Thank you. May God bless you all. May God bless you all. So change, it will happen through those process when you just keep thinking always, when you keep reflecting on things, change will happen. And we always need change, because when we find change, a real change, we will be who we really are, or who are we meant to be in life. As people say that sometimes really we don't know that we are, or you will be somebody, but that somebody is not you. And the true you is still deep within. As you don't find ways and find the strategies in order to find you, you will be lost. Unfortunately, so many lives left this earth without finding themselves. Like such a people whom they were just copying other people, or like some people whom they didn't find a good mentor, or those they did not reflect. And in that, Deepak Chopra, he has a very nice saying. I will share it with you. He has a new conception, a new understanding, to be a human being, and he named it a meta-human. To be meta-human. And he said really very nice thing. I'm going to read it for you. He said, to be meta-human is to move past the limitations constructed by the mind and enter a new state of awareness in which we have deliberate and concrete access to peak experience that can transform people's life from the inside out. To discover who you really are, to discover who you really are, to discover who you really are, you must go beyond who you think you are. To find peace, you must go beyond fear. And to experience unconditional love, you must go beyond the kind of love that comes and goes. We are all have the power to unleash our infinite potentials. Waking up is not about mindfulness or meditation. Waking up is to expand your own consciousness in all that you think, say, and do. We as a human being, as Mr. David Goggins, an American who was labeled and given a name of the most strongest man in the world in terms of endurance, he said our own mind has a governor, okay? Same like the car engine. He said the car engine, it has a limited speed. So whenever you try to drive, if it like the limited speed was 250 or 240, once you reach 240, the car will jump, would like to go, but the governor will not allow it. The system of the car itself, that you shouldn't go beyond this speed. That is the limit. So our own mind, it has the same thing. But the mind, it is unlimited thing. It has no limitation. The mind is expandable. Expandable. What I mean expandable is that, like, whatever we will say, this is enough for us, then this is enough for us. So based on this mentality, when you tap into your own mind, into your own soul, and find a true call deep within, that will be the guidance, that will be the light which will guide you through your own darkness in order to find your path, in order to find the light of your life that you're supposed to shine. Everybody is supposed to shine. But in order to shine, that is a long process. And this process, it needs you to have intention, willingness to go beyond those miles, to go beyond what is known as limited. Because we find so many people talking here and there, especially with the potentials, with the abilities and the skills of people. How could somebody define your own abilities, that you can do this, you cannot do this, you are able to do this, you are not able to do this? The mind is ours, the heart is ours, the life is ours. So how could someone has his own, or she or he has his own life and determine that for us? It's because we didn't step up for our own life. If you really want to have a very wonderful, successful, meaningful life, then you need to stand for your own self and to find your own path. As I said, yeah, okay, people could help you with everything: parents, society, community, friends, religious scholars, politicians, whatever. You get all informations. But at last, it is up to you to process and to filter all those informations to find your own path. So we have unlimited power, and everyone meant to be someone. Everyone meant to be someone. But no one could know that someone better than you, because it is something lies deep within ourselves, something deep within, in our hearts, in our mind. You see, we meant to be somebody. I do remember also David Goggins one day also, he said he has really very nice book and lectures, part of lectures, maybe you can watch it. It's called Nothing Could Hurt Me. Nothing could hurt me. So he said, one day when you will pass from life and be dead out of this life and be in a chance of resurrection or even the hereafter, that superpower, he named it superpower, that Muslim call it God or Jesus or whatever, when you will be there, he said, you will see on the wall what you meant and supposed to be. So many different things. But then you will feel regret, remorse, and feel sorry you couldn't reach those things which meant for you to be. Why? Because you didn't go for it. You didn't work for it. And at that time, as people say, they will use no regret after they spilt milk. That is why we are responsible, really responsible about our own life. And unfortunately, so many people are lost in order to find themselves. As people say and people notice, it's really very easy that you can criticize someone else's life and to find easily what other people are missing. But in order to find what is missing for yourself, that is a long journey. It takes efforts. That is why one of the wise people, he said, really, it is very easily we can smell other people. Okay? We can smell other people's smell, if it is nice or not. But nobody can smell the smell of his own mouth. You see? So that is why we suppose to find out our true self. You see? Having the true self, it is really the most important thing in life that you're supposed to do. A journey of finding your own self. And this thing, it will not happen so easily. It's not difficult, but it will not happen so easily. As I said, it has process. It needs you from the beginning to reflect and think, to be a real thinker. But unfortunately, as I said, in order to think, rarely people do that. You see? Therefore, you can, this is the real time this is the high time now. This is the high time now. Why? Because people, they have enough time. You have enough time in order to sit with yourself, to question yourself. You see? And part of that, there is like a way where people, they can even grow. It's called the affirmation. The affirmation. You see? Sometimes we say that we lack certain things, but actually we don't lack it. It's just only something that it was repeated, okay, repeated in our minds, and then we accept it, we adopted that. You see, like someone will say, I don't like that, I don't like this. All these things are not right. And in that, there is a very nice quote. It was said by someone. Let me read that for you. It's really very very nice thing. Sorry, just let me find it. Yeah. The great importance of the word I am. The great importance of the word I am. The first expression in individuals everywhere in the universe, either in spoken words, silent thoughts, or feelings, is I am. Recognizing its own conquering divinity. When you say I am, you release the spring of eternal, everlasting life to flow on its way unmolested. In other words, you can open wide doors to natural flow. And in every time when you say and feel, I am not, I cannot, I have not, you are whether knowingly or unknowingly threatening that great presence within you. You see? Listen to this again. And in every time, I'm going to repeat it. And in every time when you say and feel, I'm not, I cannot, I have not, you are whether knowingly or unknowingly threatening, suffocating that great presence within you, setting the motion of limitless energy that continues to act, and you shut the door in a face of mighty energy. Through long centuries of willful misunderstanding, humanity has charged the very atmosphere about them with the falsehood and unreality. When you say, I'm sick, it is an object falsehood in respect to your own divinity, which cannot be sick. Your own divinity cannot be sick. Saying I am sick, you are just reversing, okay? You are just reversing principle of life, which is naturally all perfection, and you are requalifying it by your willful ignorance as something never naturally possessed. You can renew any nerve, any organ, and build any member of your body into its perfection almost immediately. Oh, why not feel this? And here is the point. if somebody say, I cannot do this, start reversing it. You say, I can. Instead of saying, I cannot, say, I can. And try to find how you can. Because it's very easy to say that I cannot do this. I don't like this. I never tried this. Why not try? Why not try? It's not that difficult for you in order to try. What will you lose? You will lose nothing. You will miss nothing. You will miss nothing in order to try. So that is why keep trying. Or why not feel this? And you will begin to experience the remarkable result. Your confidence will lead into its perfection. Will leap into its perfect activity in limitless use. I am, when you say I am, is the perfect understanding of that which I need to know, and I fully know, and I fully know it and use it for the benefit of all. So that means deep within you, there is a presence, a very sacred presence, a very sacred presence within you. Something that no one could go inside there. Only you. And you need to tap. You need to tap only. You need to tap in that. You see? So that you can find who. You can find who you really are. It's very simple. The tools are there. As I said, now we have time in order to sit with ourselves, to reflect, to think. And starting by writing down, thinking what are the things that we want to make in life? What are the things that we want to make? How do we want to be remembered? Once you leave from here, how do you want people to remember you? And that is what is called living a life of fingerprint, a life of legacy. I do remember a nice saying that heroes comes and goes. Heroes comes and goes, but legend never dies. Legend never dies. If you want to be a legend, that is a very simple word. You need to be in a process of finding your true self. Finding your true self is very easy. As I said, you will just think. Okay? Think. And this thinking, you will think in everything. Affirm. You will affirm, okay, the things that which is really resonate with your own being. The things that it will go with your own presence, that you can flow and that you can shine. And neglect all those things which you are doubt about until you find the true answer. No one can give you the truth. No one can give you the reality. People, they can give you evidence. People, they can show you certain points, 1, 2, 3, 4. But at last, your own perception, for all the things that you hear. That is what is matter. So I will try to summarize again. Change is really needed in life. We found ourselves in an environment where everything was ready. Even our names, our families, our color, our religion, our neighborhood, our country, all those things, we did not choose them. We did not choose them, but we found ourselves there. So we will think about those things. Your parents will guide you, will try to teach you certain things. At last, even what you get from schools and scholars and in life, at last, you will just sum up and you will try to make analyzation. You will analyze. You will analyze those things. Sorry. You will analyze those things and find the true, what is it? You see? So that you can find your true self. So that you can have kind of honesty with yourself. So that you can respect yourself. Really deep within, we have a sound. We have a calling deep within. A calling of our own humanity, of our own well-being. But at last, that is depend on us. How are we going to find that? It's a very simple, as I said. With your friends, with finding a mentor, okay, with following some people so that they can just help you in order to find through you. But never only be a follower. Not only be a follower, that you will follow people blindly. Open your mind. Open your mind and try to rethink. Nobody should fool you, because tomorrow, when you will pass from this life, you will go alone, and no one will go with you. You will be buried there alone. No one will be buried with you. So those icons, those people, you appreciate them. They found themselves. You yourself benefit from their own knowledge in order to find yourself, but not to be a duplicate, to be a copy. As I said earlier, you will never live your life if you are copying someone else's life. And you see, there is a very nice saying, as I said, being a change, especially it will start from day-to-day life. Every day, as I said, we have really opportunities, hundreds, thousands of opportunities in order to make a difference, in order to be unique. And that very simple, as Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world. Be the change you want to see in the world. And also that nice saying I always repeat in my writings, be the person whoever see and meet say, oh, life is still good. There is still goodness, blessing in life. Whenever people, they will see you. You see? So that is what is called leading by example. Leading by example. Whatever you are trying, as also that saying, to treat people the way you want to be treated. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Okay? And none of you truly will be a change in life if he or she didn't accept the change to find the true self. Again, think of your friend, think of everything you found ready. Try to find a mentor, read more, follow more, and especially in readings, try to read those books which are not in your own community, so that you can find something different, and that you can flourish, and you can find your own true self, and that you can shine. And I know every one of you could be someone, could be somebody. Really, I know, and I'm sure about that. It's just only a matter of you to think of who you want to be. And from today, decide by your own free will. Okay? Your own free will. Always think of that. You're supposed to act based on your own presence, your own belief and understanding of the things. And never please people. Don't please people. You will lose yourself. When you lose yourself, that is disrespect for yourself. So accept yourself. Bless you. Bless you. So now, I guess I finished the 1 hour talking generally about change. And now it is the time for some questions. If someone he has a question, or he has anything that we want to add, no problem. I'm ready. Sorry, just let me put the charger here. Oh, let me put the charger. I'm sorry. It's about. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah, he said, really amazing life. Go ahead, brother. As Nelson Mandela said, the education is the most powerful weapon which we can use to change the world. Yes, exactly. Thank you. Thank you so much for your own support. We are learning from each other, and I'm just sharing my own simple information I have with you. I'm not better than you. I'm learning from you guys, really learning from you. I'm learning from you, and I'm learning from so many people. So, who asked a question? If any question I can answer. You almost have 1 hour now. We almost have 1 hour now live. So I will be there. If someone has something, if no one, then I can just read something else, a very short thing for you. Right? I can read something for you from David Goggins. Okay, David Goggins. David Goggins. He said, everyone can live with himself by looking to himself in a mirror and face himself and assure himself that he is feeling fear, he is afraid. Assure himself in his life manner and style, lifestyle, because It's really very important for the human being to feel comfortable toward his own life. Especially, most of us would like to run away from what he or she has inside and live the way other people want. That is why I said, be yourself. It's not a shame. It's not a shame or a mistake if we ignore by a lie, a white lie, for ourselves, whatever we feel, but it is important to face ourselves. To face ourselves. Like if you have weakness, yeah, okay. You can just pretend you don't have that weakness, but at last you have to wait to face yourself that you have this weakness so that you can overcome it. We cannot live our whole life judging people and judging things because we cannot live in fear. We cannot live in fear and, and feeling afraid of what other people could say about us. We shouldn't give concern to those people whom they don't like us, those whom they don't accept us. But we have to accept ourselves, our life, and all the things within our life. Because the thing that you want to run from and you don't like is you. That is you. You should accept yourself as you are. When you accept yourself as you are, you will accept people as they are. And you have to go and create another personality from what you don't like in your life. And that is through affirmation. Because in order to solve a problem, you need to first to indicate that problem in order to face it and change it. And then you try to live as someone new, someone that doesn't care about criticism, somebody accept that he or she is weak and afraid, but doesn't care what you say about him. David Goggins said, my experience in life is that I was looking for interest of people, of acceptance of people, their own care. So that's why he said, I was just dressing in a certain way and having a haircut in a certain way, okay, and dressed in a certain way just to get people's satisfaction. You see, that is what he said. Until I faced myself, I blamed myself, I questioned myself that I was hiding behind all those materialistic things. And that wasn't me, and it's not me. He said, I was locked deep within. That is why I was saying, your presence is inside. Your presence is inside. And you need to find that presence of you. You see? I was locked inside me. And I was afraid that people could know my own true self. That is what he said. To be what I want to be and live my life by my own style, by my own potentials, skills. and abilities. That is what he said. So you need to live life based on your true self. God really created you. Until now, you are here. You didn't go anywhere. So that means you have a chance. It's still something that I'm sorry. You have something that you're supposed to achieve, and you have a message that you need to deliver. A message that you need to deliver. So delivering that message, it needs you in order to think well about your life. Really, to think well about your life, that what I supposed to be, how I supposed to live, how I supposed to enjoy my own life, what are my own abilities, what are my own capabilities. You see? So all those things you need to answer it yourself. And as I said earlier, you live your own life and don't live someone else's life. Don't be a copy of someone else. Don't imitate other people. Get knowledge from them. Even me. Don't say that I'm trying to be like Adam, because Adam is different. You can just pick something from Adam, but be yourself, because you can be greater than me. I'm not great. I'm just being me, simple. I'm just being me as a human being, Adam. I'm still trying to find myself. So you also have really things that the whole world needs. You can touch the whole world. And really, believe me, as my own experience, living a life where you just try to share something good with people, really that will let you have unlimited hidden happiness. Because the more you are trying to give to people and develop them, you will develop yourself. That is the secret. Really, you got the secret now, all right? So that is why live that life. Being away from the circle of selfishness. Being away from the circle of selfishness. That it will open a wider space for you. You will inhale big amount of life. Really, a big amount of life which will come inside you. And then it will be reflected for outside. You will shine. And you will touch the whole world. Really, you are meant here for something. You are meant here for a reason. That you have a very special thing a world needed from you. Yes, you are listening to me. Something that the world needed from you. Same like me, the world needed something from me. So now I'm giving. I'm trying to give. I'm just trying my best to share those simple things. But at last, yours, it's up to you. Try and keep trying. Keep trying until you find. And I do remember a very nice saying of Stephen Hopkins. He said, I know death. I know death. I know death. And I'm not afraid to die. Until death will come, I have so many things to achieve. I know death, and I'm not afraid to die. Until death will come, I have so many things to achieve. That is how we supposed also to live our own life. You see, by our own thinking, to enjoy life, to help other people grow while we are growing. The problem is that in most of our societies that people are selfish. You see, that I got something, yeah, okay, now I don't care about other people, but you have to care. You see, because that is the true humanity. As Nelson Mandela said, there will be no human and another human being will be insulted in front of him and he or she doesn't feel the same. You see? So that is why for you having, sorry, that is why for you having a very good life without thinking of other people's life that they need things from you, at least if it is not money, and you can also like £1, $1, or whatever amount that you can give, but at least people they need your time. You see, they need your time so that you can share with them your own experience in life, so that you can guide them. So you can guide them and help them to find their true self. I summarize for last time, change is really needed in our life so that we can just keep the progress, keep thinking, contemplating on everything, even your name. Okay, reflect, analyze, and try to find the importance of your true self, what you can give to the world. Try to filter, make filtration to your own surroundings, your friends. Okay, and also try to find a mentor and follow somebody who can inspire you to find you. And think always that every day you have a chance, thousand, hundred chance on those simple things you are dealing with people, your own reaction for getting things. Okay, at least to be more forgiving, to be more giving, to be more tolerant, to be more peaceful, to be honest, to be reliable, to be responsible. Those simple things you can do. And whatever, even if it's at work or at home, you see, you just think. It's not that, yeah, it's like something that they say is like this, then it's okay, done. No, you just keep thinking and try to make a difference. Try to do things differently. Thank you so much. Thank you so much once again. May God bless you. This is Ramadan time. May God bless you all. And you have wonderful breakfast and wonderful life. And I pray for you all that you will be safe with your family and nothing could ever happen to you. You just trust, have the trust, and God will save you all. Assalamu alaikum. But I will wait for 5 minutes. So if there is any question before I end the live, if someone has a question, he can ask question, and I'm ready. Or if someone he has something, I'm ready also to answer. Thank you, Mr. Mustafa. Thank you, Mr. Mustafa. Let me write it down there. Any question? Any question? Any question? Any comment? Before I end. I'm just doing that because maybe someone like having bad connection or something. So, but when he will see the comment, definitely he will try or she will try to write something. Especially some places they have really very bad network. That is why they cannot follow me very well. So you can say any what you have before I end. It meant to be really for 2 hours because the Arabic one it was for 2 hours, and this also, but we finish it like 1 hour and a half. The rest of it we will have kind of discussions, if any discussions, or if any questions. Any questions? Any question to answer you? I can answer you if you have any question. I'm ready to answer you if you have any question. Hello. Hello, you just joined us. And we are in finishings. But no problem. We talked about change, my dear. Jaxa. We talked about change in life. So if you have any comments, if you have anything to say about change, you can share with me, no problem, so that we can add more also to the people. Change is good, and as people saying, if you did not surprise the change, change will come and surprise you. Yes, yes, you can play. No problem. They will be recording, so you can go back to the recording. Okay. You can go back to the recording, and then you can add your comment about what you will listen to and what you will watch. But also, you can add something if you have any nice quotes or saying about change. You can add it there down there on the comment below, so that people could benefit from it. Change is really very good. Change is life, and life is really very good, and we need to have change always. Think of the change. Yes, think of the change. Change. And I do remember the Obama's address. Change. Yes, we can. Change. Yes, we can. So may God bless everyone to change and benefit from this time of change. Okay. Oh, Mr. Robinho, lovely afternoon and evening. Yes, facing our reality is really important in order to kill our fear, which is based on judgment of others around us. So each one of us needs to be him or herself and not to change for people who don't accept him or her as he or she is. Our society, this is really nice. Our society need awareness and a little human development about self-reflection, trust, peace, and taking responsibility more in and out of the family and society. The question is that how can we rebuild trust? Because in our society there is less trust nowadays. See, building trust, my dear Robinho, is that you yourself, you should be sure about what you want to do and about what you want to say. You see, the same time when you are sure about anything that you want to do, that you trust yourself, this is right, this is right, this is right, then people, they will accept that. You see, because people, they will behave with you the way you behave with yourself. If you consider yourself as a valuable, trustworthy, people, they will do the same for you. You see, that is why they're saying you are the one who will decide how people should treat you. Like for me, if somebody asks me something and I say no or I don't have, I don't go and do like other information just to swear. No. If you really love me and respect me, if I say something, I don't need to repeat the thing that you ask from me. Building trust is that, as I said, you should just be a good role model. Walking the talk. Walking the talk. To trust yourself and to trust what you want to give, what you want to say, what you want to share. If people, they did not accept that, that is an issue with themselves. Not issue with yourself. No, no. If someone don't believe you about something, okay, that is because she does not want to believe. But you yourself, you're supposed to be sure. This is the way I behave with people, you know. I say the truth and what I know and what I'm sure about. If you accept it, okay. If you have any doubt, that is up to you. That is why the philosopher, the French philosopher, his name is Voltaire, he said, you have the right to say what you want to say. And I have the right to accept it or reject it. You see? You have the right to say what you want to say, and I have the right to accept it or neglect it or reject it. You got me? So building a trust is that you yourself, you need to trust yourself first. To know yourself that you are trustworthy, okay? And then other people, they will trust you. At the same time, if you are not sure about something, don't share it, don't give it to people. You see, that is why, like now with the social media, really, unfortunately, so many people, they share whatever comes on their way. I don't do that. I'm really very picky, very selective. I'm a very selective. I select things. I don't share anything with people. I just share certain things with people. And if something that I really doubted, I do share it with some people whom they're also responsible enough not to take this message forward. Because sharing something, my dear Robinho, sharing something that people are not well aware about it, it could make a big damage. Instead of making change, it's just going to make a damage. That is why we should always be mindful about the things that we are sharing, the things we are giving, okay, and to have the trust to make sure that we really know very well about this thing, and then we will share it with people. That way, trust will come. So, simply, my dear, trust yourself, and other people they will trust you. Respect yourself, and other people they will respect you. Find success yourself, and other people they will find you successful. Okay, but if you if you disrespect yourself, if you just go against yourself, okay, and you don't give yourself a value, how could you expect other people to give you a value? You should appreciate yourself as who you are, and then other people they will appreciate that in you too. Okay, so that is that is the answer of your own question. It's really very nice question you asked. Thank you, Mr. Jackson, about topic, because change, as I said, is inevitable, and change is always demandable. Okay, and that is part of our own life that we supposed to we supposed to change. That is why we need it. That is why we need the change. Okay, that is why we need the change. We need the change and make the change always, my dear. Any question? Any other question there about the change and how we supposed to change? How we supposed to change? How we supposed to stay up to date and to be flexible with the changing life? We need to change too. Whatever it will not change will get old. You see, and maybe you know how the falcon it is really how the falcon is surviving from time to time. When it reaches certain age, it will go there, top the mountains, see, breaking the nails and even growing new nails and more stronger and grow more strong, see, and be stronger. That is how life is supposed to be lived. I mean, that is how we're supposed to handle life. Stay blessed, my dear friends. More 2 minutes or 3 minutes, then we will end the live video. We will end the live video because we are almost 2 hours now, and people maybe they have other things to do. And I really thankful and I appreciate your time listening to me and sharing with you very simple things. Mr. Rabinio, yeah, really appreciate. Yeah, unfortunately today's breaking news on social media and in charge on our future information so needed the change we need to see, as Obama said. Yes, of course, earlier in the beginning of the this discussion or the live video, I said we have to reflect. We should have filtration. We're supposed to filter whatever it will come into our mind. We're supposed to filter it. You see, we're supposed to filter it. That is what we need. Okay, that is what we need. Really, we're supposed to filter whatever we want in life, and whatever we find, we're supposed to filter. No one should handle your own life. Yeah, okay, this is really very true. There are politicians, religious scholars, uh, mass media, newspapers, and WhatsApp, whatever, bad people. But at last, we should have a relation with our own self to be in charge of our own mind, of our own heart, of our own soul. Because I said, at last, it is about our own life. No one else will be questioned about our life. We are the one will be questioned. You see, that is why there is a saying in law that law law will not exempt the foolish. If you commit a crime, the law will not know that you don't know. That is your own problem if you don't know. So now, realizing that social media, people, newspaper, WhatsApp, mass media are there and just giving more information and false information, you, as a wise person, have you have to think about that and filter it and try to make your own choice by your own free will. This is your life, not someone else's life. That is why it depends on you. You are the one who's supposed to take care of yourself. You are the one and no one else. You see my dear. So that is what is called reflection. That is what is called reflection and what is called meditation, contemplation. See, that you will contemplate, try to think. See, and I came across a very nice saying yesterday about the gratitude, said by Denzel Washington Denzel. He said, every day I'm really very grateful for whatever I have in my life. Every day, every morning, I just be grateful for those things. And then, even not for that, also grateful for the things that which kept for me in the future as advanced and I don't know them and not yet came. You see? So that is how we're supposed to handle life. There are so many blessings to come, okay? Then we have to be thankful for that. And we have to be thankful for right now, the moment. It's all about the moment, not about the past, as people say. Okay? So generally, it's all about you. It's all about you, how you will understand, how will you perceive things. An idea. Okay. Now, any any other question? Any other question? Yes, now live is 1 hour and a half. 1 hour and a half. 1 hour and a half. That is life, my dear. Life is blessing. It is ease and whole peace. For one more, 2 more minutes, 5 minutes. Let us wait and see. Maybe someone will come within these 5 minutes and we answer a live question for him too. But anyhow, any comment down there if there is a question, definitely I will answer it. Yeah, I will answer it, of course. More 3 minutes. More 3 minutes. In these small 3 minutes, let me find some quotes. Let me find some quotes for you about change. Yes, more 2 minutes. Change. Let me read something about change. Where the first. Yeah, Andy. Andy Warhol. They always say time changes things, but actually have to change themselves. Things. Mm. Also, another saying is that you can't stop the future. You can't rewind the past. The only way to learn the secret is to press play. Mm. When your head is firmly in the sand, another part of your anatomy is fully exposed. I will finalize by this quote. A nice one. I bet. She said, let your light shine today. Let your light shine today. And let your personality bloom too. You don't have to be a people pleaser, just people lover. Okay. Thank you so much once again for listening to me and giving me part of your time. I really appreciate that. May God bless you. I hope that days will always be blissful and be full of prosperity and success for you. And may He, the Almighty, the one and the only one, guide you to your true self and help you in order to be someone that you really want to be. And have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. It was me with you today, Adam Sonny. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you. Hasta luego. Hasta mañana. Ciao.